Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the poem Keeping Quiet, and the poet is Pablo Neruda. The special thing about the poem is, as you know, you have gone through so many poems in class 9, 10th, 11th, that this poem has been written in a blank verse. What do you mean by a blank verse? That there is no rhyme scheme. The poet has written whatever he has in his mind. He never bothered about the rhyme scheme, whether it is giving any music or any rhyme to the lines or not. He hasn't taken any concern about that. The poem is written in a blank verse totally. The special theme which the poet has taken is he wants human being to cease all activities. It is actually a chance to shine out through introspection. When you are not doing any activity, during this moment of silence and inactivity, all human beings would be one, united, and in harmony with each other and nature. This togetherness and oneness is most desirable for the survival of the earth as well as the human being. The poet believes that the soul inside the human body is capable of performing this act if given a chance to shine out through introspection, for which absolute silence and stillness is essential. A very beautiful message the poet has given of universal brotherhood and peace. It urges people to stop all sorts of aggression, any ill will against anyone, including that towards the environment. If we think of ourselves as the hands of the clock on the face of the earth, moving in our routine ways, won't it be a good thing to stop at 12 and do some introspection? The poet has used only one thing, that he will count up to 12. Why he has taken the number only 12? Because it symbolizes time. The clock has 12 markings on it, the year has 12 months, and the day has 12 hours. After completing 12, both the hands meet at 12 o'clock if you watch the clock very carefully. So at that place, we are to stop for some moment. After 12, we are to wait. We are to introspect what we can change on earth, and through introspection, what we can change in ourselves, in human life also. The poet requests people to get into a mode of total inactivity for some moment, for some seconds only. There should only be silence, no movement, and a mood of introspection. Just try to find out something about yourself. He condemns the activities. He says that we should not indulge in any mindless activity, which we often do without thinking, without giving any second thought what we are going to do, or speak in any language. Nor does he want any gesture of arms, any movement of arms that can distract or disturb. So there should be no movement at all. He says that we should commit ourselves to complete silence and inactivity. This moment of complete inactivity would be extraordinary because we can't remain still and silent, but it would be memorable. There would be no rush of activity. Just imagine if you are in introspection, there is no mad rush on the roads, there will be no accidents on the road, there will be no chaos on the roads, on the crossings, then no rush of activity, no noise, and no disturbance would be there. Man would not have to cope with the fast pace of life because we will stop for some time at least. This would be a profound moment, a very deep moment of bonding and togetherness. There would be complete relaxation of mind, body, and soul. The poet talks about a metaphorical concept. What he says? When he says that fishermen would not harm marine life, what does he mean? Cold sea denotes the coldness of fishermen because they are emotionless, without any feeling, who don't bother about the protection of sea life. It is their business, their job, and in moments of inactivity, they would not be able to disturb the sea animals, will protect them. Salt gatherers who also stop to look at their calloused hands, hurt hands, that hurt due to this activity, gathering salt from the sea continuously. They don't get the time to take care of themselves. They too would pause to think about their mindless activities. The poet feels that the whole speculation of wars, he has talked about three types of wars: green war, war with bombs and all that. So green war refers to environment degradation caused by human activities. Wars with gases and fires refers to the wars fought with nuclear and bioweapons. Man may get the satisfaction of being victorious, but ironically, wars leave behind no survivor. How to rule over? To whom to rule over? Those human beings who wages wars, who provoke wars, would be cleansed of all that dirt from their minds. They would then walk about with other individuals. Brotherhood and harmony will be shown. They would do nothing to harm mankind or nature. But poet doesn't wish to advocate total inactivity, which may be misunderstood or confused with death. No, life continues to remain what we make of it, because life is a continuous going on. If we are not so concerned, if we are not so selfish, self-centered about keeping our lives active, that is, doing things mindlessly just for our sake, we perhaps would not lose sight of our goals. Our desires to achieve goals makes that silence for a while might elevate sadness from our lives, because we are always sad, because we don't know what we want from life. Quite productivity in place of all activities is desirable. When we will be introspection, we will be generated, then we will be able to think something productive, something positive in life. The end of all activities does not mean death, but just a break from the monotony of stressful life. We want to take a break from all these. We go in introspection. The poet in the last lines feels that we can learn a lesson from the earth. Earth gives us a very beautiful lesson. It teaches us how silence is productive. The earth appears calm and quiet, but it is actually nurturing life. In the month of winter, you can imagine when the seeds are sown in the ground, they lay there for more than 2.5 months, wait for the spring to come. Things may die, but are reborn, and the cycle goes on because the earth brings forth new life. When we will come out from the introspection, we will be someone new, with new strength, new powers, new thoughts, productive, positive. The earth appears calm. The poet appeals to all human beings to make an effort to keep inactive, quiet. He has initiated the state of inactivity, and now it is the human beings who can carry on with this idea while we make a quiet exit. Now we will exit, and the poet appeals to the human being, whatever idea he has given, to implement that and try to find out some sort of introspection, some sort of changes in him or herself. In the next video, we'll start reading the poem.